Ladies and gentlemen, today I want you to hold on to this truth. God is making a way even while you wait. Yes, even in the silent moments. In the quiet hours when hope seems dim and progress feels slow, God is actively working on your behalf. This is not just a comforting thought. It is a proven reality rooted in divine truth in the very fabric of our existence. God's timing is perfect. This truth is fundamental to understanding the divine process of your life's journey. Many of us live in a world that constantly pushes us to rush, to achieve, to accomplish quickly. We are conditioned to believe that success is measured by how fast we move, how many goals we check off, or how swiftly our circumstances change. But the divine reality is quite different. God's timing is not only perfect, it is also tailored specifically for your growth, your purpose, and your ultimate good. Understanding this begins with recognizing that time in the spiritual realm operates on a different standard than our human perspective. While we often judge progress by immediate results or visible signs, God looks at the bigger picture. He sees the entire landscape of your life, including what you cannot see with your natural eyes. He understands the intricacies of your journey, the lessons you need to learn, the character you need to develop, the maturity required for the blessings He has prepared for you. Many times, delay is the divine way of protecting you from yourself. Perhaps you have been rushing ahead, eager to attain what you desire without the necessary preparation. The truth is, some opportunities are not meant for you at this moment. God's perfect timing ensures that when your blessing arrives, you are ready to handle it. It's a divine calibration and alignment of circumstances, people, and resources that must all come together at just the right moment. If any part of this intricate process is rushed or forced, the entire plan can be thrown off course. Think about the natural world. Plants don't grow faster by forcing them. They need the right soil, the right amount of sunlight, and the correct season to flourish. If you try to speed up the process, you risk damaging the seed or preventing it from reaching its full potential. The same principle applies to your life. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is trust that the seed of your dreams and purpose is growing just as it should in the right season. Trusting in divine timing requires surrender. It asks you to relinquish control and accept that some things are beyond your immediate understanding. It's about having faith that even when you do not see progress, the universe, guided by divine wisdom, is working behind the scenes. Trusting God's timing means believing that He is orchestrating all the moving parts, people, opportunities, resources to align perfectly for your benefit. The challenge many face is impatience. We want things now, and when they don't come quickly, frustration and doubt set in. But patience is not merely waiting, it's a posture of active trust. It's choosing to believe that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it's not unfolding according to your timeline. Patience is the recognition that divine timing has built-in wisdom, wisdom that surpasses human understanding. It's a faith that says, I may not see it now, but I believe God is working for my good. God's perfect timing also teaches us humility. When we see delays, it's an opportunity to examine our hearts. Are we rushing because we are driven by pride? Are we trying to force outcomes out of impatience? Or are we trusting that the Creator of the universe knows what's best for us? Humility in waiting allows us to accept that we don't have all the answers and that divine wisdom surpasses human insight. Moreover, trusting in divine timing develops resilience. When you understand that delays are part of the process, you become less vulnerable to discouragement. You learn to see setbacks as setups for greater comebacks. Each moment of delay is an opportunity to strengthen your character, deepen your faith, and prepare for what's next. Resilience is developed when you refuse to give up because you understand that God's timing is perfect and His plans are always for your good. It's also important to realize that divine timing is not about waiting forever, but about waiting with purpose. Every moment you wait is an opportunity to grow, to learn patience, to develop your character, and to prepare for what's ahead. Waiting is active, not passive. It's about positioning yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for the blessing that is on its way. When you trust that God's timing is perfect, your waiting becomes a fertile ground for growth and readiness. There is a divine rhythm to life that we often miss because we are too busy trying to control everything. When you align yourself with this rhythm, trusting that each moment is part of a greater plan, you find peace amid the chaos. You understand that delays are not denials, but divine delays, and that the best is yet to come because the timing of the universe is aligned with the timing of heaven. The key is to shift your perspective from striving to trusting. Recognize that your life is a divine masterpiece, and every brushstroke, every pause, and every delay is part of the process of creating something extraordinary. When you embrace the truth that God's timing is perfect, you release the burden of rushing and instead walk in confidence, knowing that everything is unfolding according to divine plan. Your patience is not passive. It is active faith in motion, trusting that the Creator who made the universe is making a way for you. Even when you cannot see it, waiting is often misunderstood. Many believe it to be a period of inactivity, a time when nothing is happening, a pause filled with frustration and impatience. But what if I told you that waiting is actually an active process, a vital part of your growth and destiny? The truth is, while you are waiting, God is working. While you are holding on, He is moving behind the scenes. Waiting is not a sign of stagnation. It is a sign that something greater is being prepared in the unseen. It's a divine process of preparation that many overlook because they focus solely on the visible results, missing the deeper, more profound work that is taking place during the wait. Think about the countless stories of success and breakthroughs. Almost every one of them involves a period of waiting, sometimes long, sometimes challenging, but always purposeful. It's during these times that your character is tested, your patience is stretched, and your faith is fortified. Waiting requires active participation. It's not simply sitting idly by, crossing your arms, and hoping for things to change. It's about positioning yourself for what's coming, even when you cannot see it with your eyes. It's about understanding that every moment of waiting is an opportunity for internal development. When you wait, you are in a space of preparation. God is shaping your heart, refining your motives, and aligning your mindset with His perfect plan. You see, preparation is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. If you rush through this process, you risk missing out on the lessons, the growth, and the maturity that are necessary for your next level. Waiting is the fertile soil where patience, perseverance, and resilience are cultivated. It's during this time that your character is being molded into something resilient enough to handle the blessings to come. Waiting also teaches you humility. When you are in a season of waiting, it humbles your spirit because it reminds you that you are not in control. It forces you to recognize that your life is a divine orchestration, not just a series of random events. It's about surrendering your timeline and trusting that the Creator of the universe knows what is best for you. Humility in waiting is acknowledging that your strength alone cannot bring about your breakthrough, but that divine timing and divine power are what will move mountains and open doors. Resisting the urge to rush is a sign of spiritual maturity. It's easy to become impatient, to feel frustrated when things don't happen as quickly as we desire. But patience is a virtue that is cultivated through trust. Trust that every delay, every setback, and every moment of stillness is part of a larger plan. When you learn to wait actively, you realize that you are not merely passing time, you are building time. You are building your capacity to handle what you've asked for. You are developing the resilience to sustain your blessings once they arrive. Waiting is like a furnace that purifies and strengthens your faith, making you more adaptable and more prepared for the next chapter. The danger lies in rushing ahead of divine timing. When you try to force things to happen, you risk damaging the very foundation of your future success. You may end up in situations that are not meant for you or with lessons that are too heavy for your current capacity. Rushing can lead to burnout, disillusionment, and even failure. But when you embrace waiting as an active process, you shift your perspective from frustration to anticipation. You recognize that the delay is not denial, but a vital part of the process that will prepare you for what's coming. Waiting also requires you to develop patience, a deep inner strength that sustains you through the storms of doubt and discouragement. Patience is not simply a passive endurance, but an active trust that what is meant for you will come at the right time. It's a confident expectation rooted in faith that the universe and heaven are working together on your behalf. When you wait with patience, you are declaring that you believe in the divine process and that you are committed to walking through it with hope and perseverance. During this time, it is essential to focus on your internal growth. While waiting, you should be investing in yourself, your skills, your mindset, your spiritual health. Use this time to learn, to reflect, and to prepare for what's next. The quality of your waiting period can determine the quality of your future. If you spend this time developing yourself, sharpening your talents, and strengthening your faith, you are positioning yourself for a smooth transition into the next phase of your life. Waiting is an active state that involves preparation of the mind, body, and spirit for the greatness that is on its way. The secret to transforming waiting from a frustrating experience into a powerful opportunity is understanding that it is a divine partnership. You are not alone in this process. The Creator is working with you, guiding your steps and orchestrating circumstances for your good. When you embrace this truth, you release anxiety and adopt a posture of trust. Waiting becomes an act of faith, a declaration that you believe in the goodness of divine timing and that something extraordinary is being prepared just for you. In this space of waiting, you are also developing patience, resilience, humility, and trust, qualities that are essential for handling the blessings when they finally arrive. It's about recognizing that every moment, every delay, and every pause is a part of the divine plan designed to position you for success. When you understand that waiting is active, you begin to see it not as a period of frustration, but as a period of preparation. A sacred space where your character is being built, your faith is being strengthened, and your readiness is being cultivated. It's in this space that your future is being shaped and your destiny is being aligned with divine purpose. The power of patience is one of the most underestimated forces in life. Many people see patience as a passive quality, something to endure when circumstances are difficult. But in truth, patience is a dynamic and active force that can shape your destiny. It is a spiritual muscle that, when exercised, transforms your capacity to handle life's challenges and opens the door for divine intervention. Patience is not simply waiting for something to happen. It is trusting in the process, maintaining your faith, and staying committed to your purpose despite the obstacles and delays that may arise along the way. Patience teaches us that everything worthwhile takes time. It reminds us that growth, development, and achievement are processes, not instant occurrences. If you look at the most successful people in history, you will see a common trait. They all demonstrated patience. They understood that shortcuts often lead to failure, and shortcuts are usually the enemy of excellence. Patience is the silent partner that works behind the scenes, gently guiding us through the inevitable ups and downs until the desired outcome materializes. In life, patience is a sign of strength, not weakness. It requires a deep inner confidence that what you are pursuing is worth the wait. It's about having the mental and spiritual resilience to withstand setbacks, failures, and discouragements, knowing that these are temporary and part of the process of growth. Patience is an active stance of trust that the universe or divine power is working on your behalf, even when you cannot see immediate results. It is a declaration that you believe in the timing of life, that you understand some things must unfold in their own season, and that rushing only diminishes the value of the outcome. Developing patience involves training your mind to stay focused on your vision, even when circumstances seem to suggest otherwise. When you are patient, you refuse to be easily discouraged by delays or obstacles. Instead, you see them as part of the journey and opportunities to build your character. Patience is about holding on to hope, maintaining your faith, and working diligently in the present while trusting that the future is being prepared for you. It's a mindset that says, I am in this for the long haul, and that attitude of perseverance can carry you through the most challenging seasons. The reality is, impatience is often rooted in fear. Fear that you will never see your dreams come to pass, fear that you are running out of time, or fear that you are not enough. But patience counters fear with faith. It is a conscious choice to believe that no matter how long it takes, your breakthrough, your success, and your destiny are worth the wait. When you embrace patience, you are affirming that you trust the divine timing of life and that you recognize your own progress. Even in the midst of delays, patience helps you stay centered and focused on your purpose. Patience also cultivates humility. It humbles you to accept that you do not have control over everything. It reminds you that there is a divine schedule and that your role is to align yourself with it rather than try to manipulate or force outcomes. Humility and patience is acknowledging that some things are beyond your power to accelerate and that surrendering to divine timing is the ultimate act of faith. When you accept this, you free yourself from the burden of control and open your heart to divine guidance. Resilience is another gift that patience bestows. Life will always present challenges, setbacks, and frustrations. But when you develop patience, you learn to see these difficulties as temporary and necessary for your growth. Resilience is built when you refuse to give up, even when progress seems slow. It's about seeing beyond the immediate hurdle and understanding that each difficulty is a stepping stone toward your purpose. Patience, therefore, is the foundation of resilience, enabling you to bounce back stronger and more determined each time you face adversity. Patience also nurtures your inner peace. When you are patient, you avoid the stress and anxiety that come from rushing or forcing outcomes. Instead, you walk in calm assurance, knowing that everything is unfolding according to divine plan. This inner peace becomes a powerful anchor during turbulent times, giving you clarity, focus, and strength. It's an unwavering confidence that the universe is working in your favor, even when the evidence isn't immediately visible. Cultivating patience requires intentional effort. It involves training your mind to stay optimistic and your heart to remain hopeful. It's about mastering the art of delayed gratification and understanding that true success often requires sacrifice and perseverance. It's about aligning your expectations with reality and recognizing that some of the best things in life happen when you least expect them but are most prepared to receive them. Patience is also about gratitude. When you wait patiently, you learn to appreciate the present moment and the journey itself. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a fertile ground for abundance to flow into your life. It reminds you that every stage of your journey is valuable and necessary, and that the process itself is a gift. Gratitude and patience transforms frustration into appreciation and waiting into an active act of faith. In essence, patience is a reflection of your trust in divine wisdom. It is a declaration that you believe in the good plans of the universe, that you trust the timing of your life, and that you are committed to the process regardless of how long it takes. Patience is not passive resignation, but an active, vibrant posture of hope and perseverance. It is one of the greatest virtues you can develop because it keeps you rooted in faith and resilience while you wait for your dreams to manifest. When patience becomes your lifestyle, you position yourself to receive blessings that are perfectly timed and divinely orchestrated, knowing that the wait is simply a part of your journey toward greatness. The true value of a person is not measured by what they have, but by who they are becoming. It is not the possessions, titles, or accolades that define our worth, but the character, integrity, and inner strength we develop along the journey of life. When you understand this principle deeply, you begin to see that building your inner self is the most valuable investment you can make, because when your character is strong, your life becomes a reflection of purpose, excellence, and lasting impact. The external may fade, but the internal remains and continues to elevate you beyond circumstances and challenges. Many people chase after material success or recognition, thinking that these are the ultimate goals of life. But even if you acquire everything the world offers, if your character is weak or compromised, those riches will not satisfy your soul. True greatness begins from within. It is a state of being rooted in integrity, humility, discipline, and love. When you focus on developing these qualities, you create a foundation that cannot be shaken by external changes. You become resilient, adaptable, and able to handle the pressures of life with grace. Building your inner self is a continuous process. It requires deliberate effort, self-awareness, and a willingness to confront your flaws and weaknesses. It's about choosing daily to grow in wisdom, patience, and compassion. To become a better person, you must first understand who you are at your core. Self-awareness is the key that unlocks the door to transformation. When you truly know yourself, you recognize your strengths and your areas for improvement. This honesty allows you to make conscious decisions to elevate your character and align your actions with your highest values. The journey of inner growth is not a solo endeavor. It involves the influence of positive relationships, mentorship, and community. Surrounding yourself with people of integrity and purpose will inspire you to pursue excellence and accountability. Mentors serve as guides who can challenge you to see beyond your current limitations and push you toward growth. The right relationships can nurture your character, teach you humility, and reinforce your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. Remember, your inner self is shaped not only by your own efforts, but also by the environment and the people you allow into your life. Discipline plays a vital role in building your internal character. Without discipline, your highest potential remains a distant dream. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the daily commitment to do what is necessary, even when you don't feel like it. It is choosing long-term fulfillment over short-term gratification. When you develop discipline, you strengthen your willpower, making it easier to resist temptations and distractions that hinder your progress. This consistency of purpose creates momentum and establishes habits that shape your destiny. Humility is another essential trait that contributes to your inner strength. It reminds you that you are not the source of all wisdom and strength, but a vessel through which greatness can flow. Humility keeps you teachable and open to feedback, enabling continuous growth. It guards you against arrogance and pride, which can lead to downfall. When you are humble, you acknowledge that your success is not solely about your efforts, but also about divine guidance and the support of others. Humility attracts favor and wisdom, and it positions you to serve others with genuine love and compassion. Love, in its purest form, is the essence of a strong character. It compels you to act with kindness, forgiveness, and selflessness. Love elevates your interactions and decisions, making you a person who leaves a positive impact wherever you go. When love is at the center of your character, you become a unifier rather than a divider. Love empowers you to see the best in others, to forgive their faults, and to extend grace even when it's undeserved. It transforms your internal world and radiates outward, influencing the environment around you. The pursuit of internal excellence is also about developing mental and spiritual resilience. Life is filled with setbacks and disappointments, but a strong inner self remains unshaken. Resilience is built through perseverance, faith, and a mindset that views failures as opportunities to learn and grow. When you face adversity with a resilient spirit, you become unstoppable. Your inner strength becomes a fortress that protects you from despair and discouragement, enabling you to stand tall and keep moving forward. Consistently investing in your inner self also involves cultivating gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life. It nurtures contentment and appreciation for the journey, even during difficult seasons. Gratitude opens your eyes to the blessings that surround you, inspiring humility and joy. When gratitude becomes a daily practice, it rewires your mindset to see opportunities instead of obstacles, abundance instead of scarcity. Building your internal self is not about perfection, but about progress. It's about becoming a better version of yourself each day. It requires patience and compassion for yourself as you navigate the process. Because true greatness is a reflection of your character. It is rooted in consistency, integrity, and purpose. When your inner self is aligned with divine principles, your external life will naturally follow suit. Your character will be your most valuable asset, a testament to the depth of your inner growth and a foundation for lasting success and influence. It is this internal strength that sustains you through change, challenges, and the test of time, positioning you to leave a legacy that transcends material possessions and superficial achievements. The power of vision is the guiding light that illuminates the path to your destiny. It is not merely a fleeting thought or vague idea, but a clear, compelling picture of what you see yourself becoming and achieving in life. Vision is what gives purpose to your existence. It is the blueprint of your future that inspires you to move beyond your current circumstances and reach for something greater. Without vision, life becomes aimless, and progress becomes accidental rather than intentional. When you have a vision, you have a destination that fuels your passion, energizes your efforts, and sustains your hope through the storms of life. A vision is like a seed planted deep within your heart. When nurtured with faith and persistence, it grows into a mighty tree that bears fruit of achievement and fulfillment. It is not enough to merely wish or dream. You must see your vision with clarity. You must visualize it vividly, so much so that it becomes a mental picture that drives your actions and decisions. When your mind can see your purpose clearly, your body will follow with deliberate effort. Your vision becomes the compass that keeps you on course, even when obstacles try to divert you or distractions threaten to pull you away. Many people live life without a vision, drifting from one day to the next, responding to circumstances instead of creating their future. They are like ships without a rudder, tossed by the waves of confusion, fear, and complacency. But when you possess a compelling vision, you gain control over your life. You become the captain of your destiny, steering through challenges with confidence and conviction. Your vision gives you a sense of direction and a reason to persevere, knowing that every step you take is leading you closer to your purpose. Developing a vision begins with understanding who you are and what you are truly called to do. It requires self-awareness and honesty about your passions, talents, and the needs of the world around you. Once you recognize your unique gifts and your divine purpose, you can craft a vision that aligns with your true self. Your vision should not be imposed by others nor based solely on societal expectations, but rooted in your authentic calling. It is the expression of your highest potential, a reflection of your deepest desires to make a difference. A vision is also about hope that the future can be better, brighter, and more meaningful. It is the promise you make to yourself that no matter how difficult today may seem, tomorrow holds the possibility of transformation. Hope is the fuel that sustains your journey, especially during setbacks and disappointments. When your vision is rooted in hope, you refuse to give up because you see beyond the present circumstances to the possibilities that lie ahead. Hope energizes your faith and ignites your determination to pursue your goals relentlessly. Clarity is vital in vision. The more clearly you see your future, the more effectively you can plan and act toward it. Vague visions breed confusion and frustration, but clear visions inspire action and focus. Take the time to articulate your vision in specific terms. Write it down, visualize it regularly, and speak about it with conviction. The clearer your mental image, the more tangible your goals will become. Clarity also attracts others who share your vision, creating a network of support, encouragement, and collaboration that accelerates your progress. Vision is not static. It evolves as you grow and gain new insights. It is a living thing that requires nurturing and refinement. As you develop, your understanding of your purpose deepens, and your vision may expand or shift. Be open to growth and change, trusting that divine guidance will lead you to a bigger and better version of your original idea. Flexibility does not mean losing sight of your purpose, but adapting your strategies to stay aligned with your ultimate goal. Sharing your vision with others is essential. It creates a sense of accountability and invites encouragement and partnership. When you communicate your vision clearly and passionately, you inspire others to see the possibilities too. People are drawn to purpose and authenticity. Your enthusiasm can ignite a similar fire in their hearts, creating a collective movement toward a shared goal. Remember, vision is contagious, and the right people will rally around your purpose when they see your conviction and commitment. Discipline is the bridge between vision and reality. A compelling vision alone is not enough. It must be matched with consistent action. Every day, your choices and efforts are either moving you closer to or farther from your purpose. Discipline keeps you focused and committed, especially when motivation wanes or obstacles appear. It transforms dreams into plans and plans into tangible results. Without discipline, even the clearest vision can remain a mere fantasy. When you are disciplined, your vision becomes a priority, shaping your habits, your attitudes, and your lifestyle. Faith is the foundation upon which your vision stands. Faith is the confident expectation that what you see in your mind's eye will become your reality. It is trusting the divine process, believing that your vision is not just wishful thinking, but a divine assignment. Faith sustains you during times of doubt and discouragement. It reminds you that you are not alone and that divine power is backing your purpose. When faith and vision work together, they create an unstoppable force that propels you forward, even through storms and setbacks. The pursuit of vision is also about service. Your vision should have a purpose that benefits others and contributes to the common good. True vision elevates your life and the lives of those around you. It is about making a difference that leaves a legacy. When your vision includes service and giving, it becomes more meaningful and sustainable. It transforms your journey from personal achievement to a higher calling, an opportunity to impact lives positively and to fulfill your divine destiny. Vision is the seed of greatness, the spark that ignites your inner fire. It is what separates those who merely dream from those who accomplish. When you embrace your vision wholeheartedly, you step into your divine purpose with confidence and courage. You recognize that your life has significance, and you are empowered to pursue your goals with passion, perseverance, and unwavering faith. Your vision is the foundation of your legacy, the blueprint of your destiny, and the proof that you believe in the possibilities that lie ahead. The greatest gift you can give to yourself and to the world is the realization of your true value. When you understand that your worth is not determined by external possessions or societal approval, but by the inherent potential and divine purpose within you, your entire perspective on life shifts. This understanding ignites a fire within, a confidence that no circumstance can easily extinguish because you see yourself through the lens of purpose and divine design. It is this awareness that transforms ordinary existence into an extraordinary journey of significance. When you recognize your value, you begin to live intentionally, making choices that align with your true purpose, knowing that your life has meaning and that you are here for a divine reason. Many people go through life undervaluing themselves, settling for less because they have not fully grasped the depth of their worth. They accept mediocrity because they believe they are not enough, not capable, or not deserving of greatness. But your true value is not something you earn. It is something you discover. It is a truth embedded deep within your spirit that must be uncovered and embraced. When you realize that you are a creation of divine intention, You understand that your value is rooted in your divine origin, not in fleeting achievements or superficial accolades. Your worth is intrinsic, an unchangeable truth that remains constant regardless of external circumstances. Understanding your value also means recognizing that you are a solution to a problem in the world. You have been uniquely equipped with talents, passions, and abilities that can contribute to the betterment of society. When you see yourself as a solution, your focus shifts from self-doubt and limitation to service and contribution. Your value increases when you begin to see that your life is meant to add value to others. You are not here just to take up space, but to make a difference. Whether through your work, your relationships, or your attitude, your purpose becomes more evident when you realize that your existence is a divine assignment to impact lives positively. Your value is also revealed through your relationships. When you understand your worth, you set healthy boundaries and refuse to settle for less than what you deserve. You no longer accept mistreatment or neglect because you recognize that you are priceless. This self-awareness empowers you to attract relationships that honor and elevate you, rather than drain or diminish you. It also enables you to treat others with respect and dignity, recognizing that they too are valuable reflections of divine worth. When you see yourself as valuable, you naturally inspire others to see their own worth, creating a culture of respect and mutual upliftment. Knowing your value gives you the confidence to pursue your dreams with courage. Fear often stems from a lack of belief in your own worth, a doubt that you are capable or deserving of success. But when you understand your divine value, fear diminishes because you trust that you have what it takes to succeed. You realize that your potential is unlimited because it is rooted in divine power. You become fearless in the pursuit of your purpose, knowing that you are backed by divine strength and provision. This confidence propels you forward, encouraging you to take risks, to innovate, and to step into opportunities that others might shy away from. Your value also manifests in your resilience. Life will present challenges and setbacks, but when you see yourself as valuable, you refuse to be defeated by temporary failures. You recognize that setbacks are part of the growth process and that they do not define your worth. Instead, they refine you, teaching patience, perseverance, and humility. Your resilience is rooted in the assurance that your value is not dependent on external validation, but on your divine identity. When you know who you are and what you are worth, you are better equipped to handle disappointments and to bounce back stronger than before. Discovering your value involves a journey inward, a process of self-awareness and self-acceptance. It requires honest reflection, a willingness to confront past wounds, and openness to divine truth. As you peel back the layers of doubt and insecurity, you uncover the priceless treasure of your authentic self. This process is not always easy, but it is essential because it lays the foundation for a life of purpose and fulfillment. When you see yourself as valuable, you stop seeking validation from others and start living from a place of inner assurance. Your confidence becomes unshakable because it is rooted in divine truth, not fleeting opinions or societal standards. Living with a sense of your inherent value transforms your approach to life. It compels you to aim higher, to dream bigger, and to refuse to settle for mediocrity. It sparks a desire to continuously grow, to develop your talents, and to serve others with excellence. When you recognize your worth, you understand that your life is a gift, and it is your responsibility to maximize that gift. You become a person of integrity, excellence, and purpose because you know that each moment, each decision, each action is an expression of your divine worth. Your value is also a source of inspiration to others. When people see someone who walks in confidence, humility, and purpose, they are inspired to discover their own worth. You become a living testimony that everyone has potential. That greatness resides within each person, waiting to be uncovered and expressed. Your life becomes a beacon of hope and encouragement for those still searching for their identity and purpose. When you live in the awareness of your divine value, you motivate others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of empowerment and transformation. Ultimately, understanding your value is about embracing your divine identity. It is recognizing that you are not an accident or a mistake, but a masterpiece crafted with divine intention. When you see yourself as a valuable creation, you walk with dignity and confidence, knowing that your life has significance and that you are here for a divine purpose. Your worth is not negotiable because it is rooted in divine truth. And when you live from this truth, you unlock the fullness of your potential. You begin to realize that your life is not just about existing, but about making a meaningful impact, living purposefully, and leaving a legacy that reflects your true worth.